try to remove it. Was it painful? Trying?
My faith is gone. I will not return.
Shadow cannot be embraced and then cast aside. A legate cannot turn from his call.
Why do you do this?
You are his forever. Amusing. I return you to Isridor.
Countless ages ago, the dark god Isridor was cast out of the heavens and banished to the wastes of the earth. With his fall, a great veil descended, separating the mortal world from the heavens, separating the gods from their creation. Isridor, the shadow in the north, gathered about him creatures of evil and darkness. He lashed out in conquest against the free races of the world. Led by Aradil, the witch queen of the elves, the free races repelled his attacks. But Isridor was not defeated. In a third war, the dark god struck against the south again. This time, the free races were caught unprepared. This time, the Dark Lord won. Now the lands are clutched in the iron hand of occupation. The legates, black priests and servants of Isridor, govern the lands from the city of Theros Obsidia. Like a retreating tide, hope and magic fade from the world. It has been 100 years since the shadow fell.
Relax. Next you'll be asking me to meditate. No one made you wait under the stench of a hemp-collared elf all day.
We suffer so that the shadow may be strong.
We chased that errant altar boy halfway across Eridane. A fortnight's rest in the Pleasure District. Is that too much to ask?
Rest?
Well, diversion.
One night, Cruz. Then we return to Theros Obsidia.
No. Who's that?
So far from the tower, Shuzara?
Geddon sends word to you, Mag.
I should like to give that old crow a word or two myself.
Who's the leech?
Ooh, aren't we pleasant?
Forgive Cruz. His honesty is useful, albeit at times inappropriate.
You're to accompany me to the village of Blackweir, to complete the temple there.
Mundane work for Redeemer, don't you think? I'm surprised that Geddon...
And to inquire as to the fate of Tash Kamar, the legate gone missing.
I see.
What about that one night in Pleasure District, Mag? Mag!
Concerns over that Northland prophecy are overblown, Geddon. the First Legate does not take them seriously,
No doubt Sunyalel is correct.
as he is in all things.
Still, there are members of the Council who feel differently. One mustn't ignore any threat against the Shadow, no matter how unlikely that may be.
Of course not. Yet, this fairy tale notion of some prophetic hero rising against us, it's really quite childish.
You will forgive me. I must prepare for my journey.
But still no word of the Legate gone missing in the Borderlands?
Have you no duties elsewhere, Harn?
Tosh Kamar was sent to complete that temple nearly 5 years ago, Geddon. Our time now runs short.
You may tell Sunyalel that the fate of Tosh Kamal will soon be known, and that the Blackware Temple will be completed.
Splendid. He will be pleased. May I ask who you have sent to complete this formidable task?
A young legate. One who has never failed me.
Who goes there?
A servant of the Shadow has come. Open your gates.
Take what's useful, burn the rest.
4 wagons. He was right again.
Yes, he was. We owe much to this informant.
He says the mayor holds us responsible for the heavy taxes.
Any thinking person in Blackware knows the value of Lashir's accusations. Better to be taxed by her than to have a legate temple built in their midst.
Suppose you would know.
I wish I did not. Now, go.
Oh, you always bring me to the most cheerful places, Meg. I expect by the time I die, I'll have seen every dung heap west of the Caledron.
Unlike the others, Cruz, you are free to leave my service at any time.
Oh, but then I would miss your splendid company and your spectacular destinations.
We are not here for revelry, Cruz. Not every task leads to the Lord's bliss.
How's about just one, eh? One task that leads to a little bit of bliss, or at least one leading to a place that doesn't smell like fish or the insides of a burro. To tell the truth, I prefer the smell of fish.
I go where Geddon sends me.
Oh, and if Geddon had a pipe, we'd never stop dancing. I say we find this missing legate with haste. My talents are wasted here.
What talent? Pissing from a saddle?
Oh, the acolyte deigns to speak to me. My dear, I speak of an intuition verging on the unnatural. Razor wit, an unparalleled sense of class, decency, and oh, by the holy black bastard, this miserable hole actually has a tavern. If you'll excuse me, I have a thirst.
You know what you are tasked to do.
Aye. And you know my devotion to duty is unsurpassed, which is why, if you're seeking me, I'll be in that tavern, fortifying myself with a bottle and a woman. Perhaps 2 of each.
Pig.
I know what little praise is given to those who bring back our lost. I'm afraid I've trained you for a thankless duty, Mag.
You have taught me that glory belongs to the shadow in the north. To ask the name of my prey. No more.
Harn suggests that age is dulling my abilities, so I hope you'll prove to him that he's mistaken. Wait. This is no legate symbol. Explain.
I don't know what it is.
You don't know?
It started to appear last winter. I was wary of asking the healers. A redeemer? Showing weakness?
Of course. Don't concern yourself, Mag. We'll discuss it when you return.
As you say.
Myria.
This temple is not abandoned. A legate still claims dominion here. Even in death.
A soul remains.
I seek another. The last of us to dwell in this place. Something else walks among you. Something old. Something strong.
What did he say?
There are many spirits here. Mad with terror. But Tosh Kamar is not among them.
I offer tithe from Landring Farm, Magistrate, near the village of Fernglade.
Tithes from the forest villages have been dismal. I hope this hunter hasn't foolishly emboldened you people to withhold your dues. That would be a tragic mistake, if you take my meaning.
Iana!
Iana!
I can't talk, Galen. Don't follow me.
It's been years. I can't let you go again without some kind of explanation.
Go home, Galen.
Oros Garuk, I come into this dark to relieve you of your call.
Oso, Ishara, Nasvo.
Doros Asha'am, I claim this place.
Now, into the shadow in the north.
They have gone to Isridor. This temple passes to me.
And what may the town mayor do for our master builder?
I told you I'd flay your children if you ever came to me in the open.
Someone has come.
Someone?
A legate from the tower.
You told me the tower wouldn't send another priest so soon.
I don't think this is an ordinary priest, Lashir. Perhaps we have delayed the construction of the temple for too long. Even with the outlaw tax, I fear our excuses have run thin.
Perhaps we should just... Has that legate stolen your manhood, Dolan? Because I assure you, if you give me cause to doubt your loyalty, I will.
How many more chickens will your pens hold?
The capacity of my pens is none of your concern. I will decide when our enterprise is complete. And you will keep informing me of those temple supply caravans. But above all, Dolan, you'll hold your tongue and leave this legate to me.
May I ask a question?
Would that I could guarantee all the answers.
How many have you killed?
Traitors, you mean? Fallen legates. 8. I have raptured 8.
How does it feel to kill another legate?
When one casts aside the grace of the shadow, becomes pale, from that moment, he is no longer a legate.
What do you read in the flames, Dilep?
I was looking inward, not out.
If you say so.
Your raid. It was a success?
Where are the other elves? Your companions?
They have returned to Karadur. We have placed your provisions over there.
But you stayed.
I have another task here.
Here?
In Blackweir.
What could an elf possibly want there? Forget I asked. There is something you should know. Another legate has arrived in Blackweir.
That is ill tidings. You are sure? You have seen this legate?
It has been years since I did this. Sometimes, before a storm comes, I can feel it again. Feel his call, his mark. I can feel it now.
There is a prophecy, Shusara. It foretells the rise of an enemy in this, the last age. One that will threaten the dominion of our Lord. A formidable warrior. It is written that the earth, that Aerith herself, cries out for him.
You never sent word.
Who is this?
An old friend. Forgive me.
Friend. Most of the people in the village believe you're dead. My mother still lights a candle for you in the spring.
Sometimes hard things must be done, Galen.
Yeah, leaving is easy. It's the staying behind that's hard. We had a life.
A life standing in line to pay tithes to the tower. A life staring at the ground in fear when an orc walks by. This is the life you want.
It is what we have.
Galen, why did you follow me this time? Why couldn't you have followed me last time when I needed you to?
My parents helped raise you as a child. Would you have me abandon them?
For months, I lay sleepless, wishing you had come with me. I still wish that.
I bring you the town mayor, Your Grace, and the master builder.
Welcome to Blackweir, Your Grace. Lashir Nogar, at your service.
Enjoying the view, Crawlus? Thinking of flying away? Is she here?
She's with the legate.
It is true, then. The long arm of the tower reaches into Lashir's little nest once more. I wonder if it knows of the vipers that live in her walls. How could you afford a book, anyway?
Some things are not bought.
If the legate saw such contraband, it would be the death of us.
What do you want, Magistrate?
You could start by telling me how an assassin comes to know the forbidden craft of letters. Lashir teach you.
Careful.
Is that a threat, Crawlus?
Yes.
The Shadow will gain foothold here, Crawlus. It's inevitable. You think that Lashir will remain in Blackweir when that happens?
You seem to have such firm grasp of the future.
The wind changes, Crawlus. You may want to reconsider your allegiances. For that book of yours is burned, and you with it.
Let's not mention the word book to the legate.
What sort of legate is he?
There are many legate orders. I've never seen such as him.
I could have bathed in your cowardice back there. You reek of fear.
As should you. Soon enough they will know what we have done.
The stories of Blackweir are not merely ghost stories told to children by Firewood.
I know.
And hold your tongue. Be patient. As with the others, our new guests will meet their fate here.
Those two seem to have prospered in the absence of a Shadow Church. Yet their town has not.
This local legend they spoke of. The outlaw they call the Hunter.
Is he important?
Perhaps.
There's smoke rising on the Green Road. I may assume they received our information.
As always.
And still, they exhibit no concern regarding its source.
They never ask. They trust me, Lashir.
Simpletons. But still, why should they not? The wagons I placed before them could have fed a small army. Indeed, that's just what they've done.
You met with the new legate?
That's none of your concern.
How can I not be concerned, Lashir? A representative of the tower is hardly a trifling matter.
If you're so eager for something to occupy your mind, set yourself to moving the last of the goods to my holdings in Ice. Prepare for the journey quickly, and need I say, with stealth.
It's hardly necessary I undertake this myself.
It's necessary if you're still interested in receiving your 10th.
Now leave me.
I did it for my family. What I did here, I did it for them.
If you're speaking of the missing tithes, or the fact that only you knew the details of the supply caravans, I'm afraid you've already been found out.
I will pay for my crimes. But there is something that I can offer you in exchange for the safety of my family.
The families of traitors are sent to Steel Hill.
It is a death sentence.
When no work remains in them, they will die.
There is something that you need to know. A secret. You shall have it, if you show mercy to my family.
And why should your secret be worth such a price?
Because you're in danger here.
Might I hazard that the meeting with the legate did not go well?
He ordered me to round up the townsfolk to help Dolan finish that temple. Told me to work them to death if necessary.
The dead are not so good about paying taxes.
This Leggard, Mag Kiln, he has a different look from those who have come before. He asks questions about the others, about the past.
The builder said he was no ordinary priest.
Regardless of what he is, he won't last long here. None have. Like the ones who came before. This town will devour him.
Quality craft. Elven make.
I know the look of elven arrows. What else?
Well, location like this here. Lovely little spot for an ambush. These outlaws, they must have known they were coming.
He was here. I can smell him.
I believe that'd be roast orc.
While this legate remains, we must cease our more delicate dealings, grovel, and pledge our undying loyalty to the Tower.
At least your groveling is already accomplished.
Don't mock me, Crawlus. Only one thing concerns me. A weak link in our chain of devotion to the Tower.
An elven knife?
Of course. Everyone knows that the hunter is supplied by the elves, and he's a murderous rogue, capable of the most heinous deeds.
Best thing now? Maybe head back townwards. See if anyone knows anything about this hunter. It seems to me, I recall some loose talk back at the tavern about... Now where you going? That isn't the way to the tavern.
Good work, Galen. Can't recall how many times I've had to hang up this shield. How many times must you fall? What is it, Galen? A girl?
It's nothing.
And Isrador's a sugar beet. Did you pay our tithe?
I did.
And?
Upon the hanging square in Blackweir, I saw Iana.
They hung her?
No, I saw her in the crowd.
Knew it was a girl. So, our little Iana comes back again. Always liked her. Spine and lip. Lethal concoction.
She's joined the Hunter.
I'm glad to hear it, Galen. Morik's a good man.
It doesn't matter.
Morik needs good men. You're a good man, son. You've got the blood of Aaronland in you. Strong.
So I should just leave, huh? Leave a blind man to take care of a farm. You'll starve before the chickens, Pa.
The shadow took my eyes, Galen, not my heart. Don't accept him. That's what he wants. What he needs.
And how would you know that?
I know that you don't want to stay here to rot with us. That you believe that the day will come again. Say it.
The day will come again.
See that it does.
What is it?
I don't know. Powerful magic was once wrought in this place. Here. This script seems to be repeated.
What does it say?
This is the only way? You go first.
A few years ago, I came down here to check the temple foundations. And that is when I found this. Have you ever wondered why this temple was never completed? Even after 100 years.
Corrupt fools such as you never hastened its consecration?
The Legate Order is everywhere. Why not here in Blackweir?
Why, indeed?
I've never told anyone about this place. I never dared.
Legates. Dolan. Dolan, what is this?
Launches of fire, and you won't tell me why?
I told you. Shazara's in danger.
Your broken stone told you this.
Lord's Legate.
Why, your stone was right, Meg. Shazara's been eaten by a pirate.
Who are you?
I'm the town's magistrate, Your Grace. Know that Blackweir is hungered for the Shadow's return for many. I only wish to make my humble services available to Your Grace.
I have no time for your services, Magistrate.
Your Grace, I come with information. I know of crimes against the tower!
Find Shazara. Be careful.
I'll find her.
Convince me you're not wasting my time.
Blackweir's been enthralled to Mayor Lashir for almost a decade. You should know that she's been skimming the temple tithes for years.
And you think a legate would not know this?
But there's more. She's been purposely delaying the construction of this temple, biding herself more time to steal. She's insidious.
Don't lie, Magistrate. The delays are caused by rogue attacks on temple supplies. I know this.
She forces the builder to tell her of those caravans. Then she brings word to the hunter.
Lashir knows the hunter.
She uses one of her men as an informant. I don't believe the hunter knows the true source, that Lashir's using him.
Lashir is not as clever as you give her credit for.
I'm sure I don't understand.
Suffice to know the tower has keen interest in finding this man.
Then let me help you find him.
I'm afraid growing another eye is beyond my powers, Magistrate.
When you've finished with Lashir, Blackweir will need a mayor. One loyal to the tower.
Going for a nice threesome.
Who inquires?
Sword of Thyrosubsidia, High Legate Order, Shadow in the North, so on and so forth.
Well, if it isn't the legate's little servant. I'm surprised you're not at the tavern, imbibing every wet thing about.
Yes, my bones ache for it. But you see, the guy in black breathes duty down my neck. Horrible thing. Especially after he's had onion.
So sad for you.
What do you say, a trip to the temple? Meet the legate?
I'm afraid it's too late to play.
Now, it's clear you three can't wait to cot up together. But I'm afraid the legate wants to see you. Now.
Mayor Lashir will hear of this.
Indeed she will.
Who's there? Crawlers?
He's lying.
Remarkable. Only a profound judge of character could penetrate my cunning duplicity.
Shut your noise hole, weasel.
So eloquent. A lost child of the Elphadar, for sure. Yet so hideous a visage.
You're dead! Shadow whore!
Here I thought it was too late to play. Your friend isn't sticking around for a last swig, I suppose. No? No? All right then.
What do you want?
Well, let's see. To never again smell another god-forsaken backwater hamlet. To suckle on women, wine, and a greasy boar until my knots give up their ghosts, preferably somewhere warm.
What does the legate want?
Who am I to know the mind of a legate? So you're gonna come along willingly, or a body shorter?
Lashir will hang your entrails from the town walls.
Well, it is understandable she would want to showcase the size of my manhood. And my question.
Willingly.
Good choice.
The air is heavy tonight.
Something stirs.
I renounce you. I purge myself of you. Why are you here? Leave me. No more words. I must do this alone.
I was told that your kind vanished from this land long ago.
We do not perish so easily.
You killed them. The others. They still haunt this place.
And you shall join them, Legate.
In that, you are too late. Kill me if you must. But you kill a free man, not a legate.
The old man insisted he could turn you. Live, then.
Wait! They will hunt me.
Yes, he does not forgive.
They will know me by this.
A tarnish that can never be washed away.
Perhaps not washed.
I cannot tear the shadow from your soul.
No. Toward that end, I will devote the rest of my life.
You looked inward?
We call it dreaming.
Seems unpleasant.
Sometimes.
You well?
What brings you from Blackware, Deacon? Has your beer run dry?
The customers have run dry, Hunter.
What's happened?
The legate. He's arrested Bashir, and he's begun hanging the townsfolk.
What?
I thought you should know.
Wherever the legates go, the gallows are well fed.
It's me he's after.
Everyone who enters or leaves this town.
Of course.
Hang 3 every hour until the hunter is delivered to me. You think me unjust. On the contrary, I am merciful. Dornish cities have been razed to the ground for lesser crimes.
When I am mayor, I can assure you that Blackware will be unrivaled in its loyalty to the Tower, Your Grace.
You have made a wise choice. An elven knife. Clever ruse.
Clever, Your Grace. But the outlaws are supplied by the elves.
I grow weary of your lies, Lashir. This town must have seemed a ripe plum, waiting to be picked. No church, no legate to answer to. A murderous wretch from the streets of Iosin could rise far in such a place. Even to the office of mayor.
Spare my life, Your Grace. I can be of use to you.
Perhaps you can. Towns like these attract the worst sorts. Idealists and rogues both. There is A darker secret here, is there not? Something that a cunning rat like you must have felt.
I'm sure I don't know.
Then you are no use to me.
No, wait!
Tell me about the dead legates. Tell me what Dolan knew.
I only know tales. Ghost stories. Told by the small folk.
I welcome you into this dark.
By your grace, I walk under his shadow.
You have traveled with speed, old friend. The ones who watch gave news of your coming only a fortnight ago. Yet they did not give word of your purpose.
Rain, Sunyalair's church may be nearing its end.
Speak softly. The allies of the First Legate are everywhere.
You've heard of this new prophecy?
The Northern devout fear it forebodes the rise of a great enemy.
I believe it also foretells the return of the one we've awaited.
How can that be? The ritual. Except for our one failure, all are dead.
What if we did not fail? Does she still live?
Her vigor surprises even me. Huh. I should have known you came for her. But it is good to see you in Sharoon again, old friend.
Let her stand there until she remembers something useful. Or until she puts an end to it herself.
Will the hunter come?
They always come.
What if this outlaw somehow captured Tosh?
Outlaws capturing a legate? Unlikely. I wonder, why so hopeful, Shuzara?
Crew said you found something in the forest. Something which sent you back with speed.
I worried for your safety. It was foolish to follow the Builder, Shuzara.
How did you know?
Do you remember the temple ghosts? Do you remember their warning? In the forest, I found something unsettling. A ravaged monolith. It seemed to have been built by legates during the First Shadow War. Ancient runes covered it, runes of warning. I could only make out one repeated word.
Yes?
The word was prisoner.
Do elves never sleep?
Not in the way of humans. We are children of both sun and star.
Where's Morik?
Of course, there is little of either in this place.
Deleth.
He left in the night.
I thought you were his friend.
Friend?
He's turning himself in, Deleth. To stop the hangings.
He did not say that. Iana, don't be foolish. You do not know Mark's intentions.
How can you know mine? What are you doing?
I sense we are traveling in the same direction.
For 100 years they came to this place.
To their doom.
Some power wards this door.
What could have the strength to slaughter legates like this?
One that legates sought to bind in a monolith long ago. One that has yet to show itself.
I wonder what other secrets lie beneath this tower.
The First Watcher is resting. She is not to be disturbed.
I have traveled from the tower to see her.
I know. Yet even the First Legate has been turned away from this sanctuary.
How long have you served her?
For 5 years, I have been her eyes.
Then I ask you to do something for the first time in 5 years. I ask you to interrupt her rest. Shy? It's good to see you well.
What shade of black are you these days, Geddon? Why do you walk sleepless on the battlements? The moonlight reminds you of your brother, perhaps? A white stain on your night?
What do you know of my brother?
Not just a brother, a twin brother. His memory haunts your every reflection.
He's dead. Long ago, by my hand.
When you have looked into his glass long enough, Geddon, many unseen things are laid bare. Hearts of men, lies of men, the lies men tell themselves.
I came here for your counsel, not to discuss my brother.
One day the tower will gain a foothold in Blackware Grimnor. It is inevitable.
Nothing is inevitable. You of all men know this. Yet it seems unlikely that this young legate will be reformed by any whispers to his conscience. Morik, after all these years, you must suspect that there is something in Blackware I've pledged to protect. Something that the tower cannot have.
He sent a dream, which drew me to this place. The legates imprisoned him here, in this rock.
For 2,000 years, he was trapped here. Since the shadow fell, he has helped me to hide that which must remain hidden.
Now his time has come again.
Not only his. Blackware has strong roots. The earth still remembers a noble past. There is a place, a covenant place, where the shadow is weak. We will need your help.
I'm going to Blackware Deleth.
I know.
And how is traveling with an elf going to help me? The orcs receive double rations for every pointed ear they nail to the town gates.
It seems that Folly has found company.
He would do the same for me.
Yes, but he would find another way. Getting killed won't help him. Or avenge your family.
He told you that?
He did, though he need not have. It is plain that hard years are among your few.
Renhag found this manuscript in an abandoned keep in the mountains north of the March.
A young girl once served there. In the winters, the frost would cling thick to the walls, and she would press her hand into the ice until she could bear it no more. She could see her reflection there. She was beautiful then.
You.
Before my watch. Before his death. He would sit for hours, not feeling the wind, looking south, dreaming of a legate order that would never be.
It will be. This says he will rise again, and that this shall be his mark.
Byria.
You'll have to leave your bow before we get to town.
An elf never abandons his weapon.
You'll have to make an exception. It's too conspicuous.
I think you underestimate the guile of the elves.
No, not that way.
What was that?
I was told never to go there. That it's dangerous.
This is a journey meant for a dwarf.
One shouldn't commune with the dark powers in an empty stomach.
Leave me, Cruz. What is this place?
We will rise again, Byria.
Steleth, don't!
The elves have learned never to hesitate their blade. Tell me the wisdom of hesitating now.
I came back to find you.
I'm here to rescue a man, Galen. This is not a game.
Will you still have me come with you?
Iana, we must go.
I'm amazed at what there is But... Elf! 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 Elf!
They're coming.
Give me your bow.
An elf never abandons his
Do
weapon.
as he asks, Daleth. He was trained by the same man as I. Galen.
Go.
Why the pacing, Shazara? You in heat. Too hot for me. You know, I prefer my women less deadly.
Or dead, more likely.
Trouble? Care to guess who that is?
They'll kill him.
There is another way. A better way.
Shazara?
Tosh. When no word came, I thought you'd been killed by elves. But this is worse. I'm here with Meg Kiln.
Geddon's butcher.
Why, Tosh? To turn pale, to renounce the shadow, is to forfeit your life. Everything.
You were not always so enthralled to the doctrine. Or did you forget? Our time was quite strictly forbidden.
How could you confuse the love play of two novices with this heresy?
Cast aside that yoke, Shazara. It is a hard life without him, but a true one.
To choose between you and my God? If you think you can even tempt me, you are a fool.
It is Isrador who plays you for the fool, Shazara, you and all the others. Or do you think the Shadow cares for you?
You are dead to me. Hunter.
Even so, when I saw you there, back in the courtyard, for a moment I wished he had chosen someone else. I would not hurt you now.
Is that supposed to be a threat?
Meg.
I know. He's here. She's still alive. Stay with her. Be on your guard.
Something ails you?
The northern stars lie in shadow.
The southern stars must shine for them.
Grim Nathaleth.
Come in, Lord Domasoren. And you as well, Lyanna. 'Tis a dire night to be about.
Do I know you?
A dire night indeed.
The Harbinger shall come into the lair of the beast, and there he shall open himself to the past.
I knew you would come, Legate.
Tashkamar. Isrador reclaims you.
Tashkamar is dead.
You cannot win. This charade ends now.
Grimnor was right. You would follow me straight to your doom. Legate Pride. I knew it well.
Legates bound you centuries ago. How did you escape their prison?
I was freed by your enemy.
Dorosul!
We were born from the same breath, your master and I. He has little power over me in this covenant place.
And in the shadow of the shadow, he shall dance with the beast. And the beast will know him for what he is, and for what he will become.
Imprison him here, in this rock.
Ancient runes covered it, runes of war.
Oh, he's far too wild and dangerous to be allowed to take shape for long.
What could have the strength to slaughter legates like this?
You've heard of this new prophecy.
I could only make out one repeated word.
He would stand for hours,
Ulrika's prisoner.
not feeling the wind, looking south, dreaming of a legate order that would never be.
Who are you?
We shan't be long, Miriam.
Lord Domasuran, Iana.
This sanctuary will soon succumb to the north.
Gymnathalis?
The Guardian has been destroyed, Deleth. And those who walk twice shall gather on the land, like the locust swarms on Fodderon, and that shall be a portent to his return. If you're right, this first sign will soon come to pass.
Where now, Legate?
To find someone who has never failed me.
Only a Night King would have the power to destroy an Elder One.
Not even a Night King could have done this.
Grimnathalis, who killed the Guardian?
This legate. This mad kill.
Not even the entire legate coven that imprisoned him could destroy him. How could a single legate?
This is no ordinary legate.
He is the Harbinger. Then it has begun.
Do you two enjoy speaking in riddles? You should know we're here to free the hunter, kind sir. He may be dead by now.
Yes, of course, Iana. If it eases your mind, I can tell you that Morik is not dead. Not yet.
Who are you?
You don't remember, do you? I remember.
A young girl, dirty, cold, running in the woods, running from the tragedy behind her.
There was a man in the woods.
He took you to where there was food. Sour berries, I think. He held you until you were warm.
It was you. You sang to me beneath a great tree.
John Soka's tree. And then you fell asleep.
When I woke, you were gone.
But someone found you, yes? Very important person. A boy.
Galen. I left Galen above with the orcs.
I doubt that his fate is in the hands of mere orcs. Galen has a journey ahead of him that can't be missed, you see?
Gernathaleth, do you mean Iana's friend is...
All in good time, Lord Domasura.
I've heard of bugs. I thought such things were all destroyed by the Shadow long ago.
Most were. But some good men and women saved what they could, brought them here, and hid them from our northern foes.
They must be very valuable.
Even a few of these books could buy Blackware and all that's in it, Iana.
This is a treasure, then.
More than a treasure. Here is the soul of a people. The knowledge of generations. Here it awaits for the day to come again.